From the state shows that abortion was up slightly last year in Nebraska, marking a 13-year high. The total number of abortions performed in the state was up around 6% from last year. The numbers show Nebraska had an increase of 80% in out-of-state patients from the year before and a slight decrease of in-state patients. Just under 11% of abortions in Nebraska were after 12 weeks into a pregnancy. Earlier this year, Governor Jim Pillen signed a law banning the procedure after 12 weeks. The law does have exceptions for rape, incest, and medical emergencies.